Global stock markets have been on another rollercoaster ride after President Trump's backtrack on tariffs. Here in New Zealand, the S&P NZX 50 ended the week around 1.5% down as Donald Trump raised tariffs on China and then added some more that he'd forgotten about from earlier. Adam Hollingworth reports.
The numbers are eye-watering. Donald Trump's tariff on China has been recalculated up from 125 to 145. Apparently he forgot about the original 20% tariff he slapped on them for fentanyl coming into America. China has yet to blink, though. Its tariffs on the United States stand at 84. The numbers are so high, trade is effectively on hold.
We think we're in very good shape. We think we're doing very well. Again, there'll be a transition cost and transition problems, but in the end, it's going to be a beautiful thing.
For the rest of the world, it's closer to hideous, even if Trump sees a way through.
Since he's been a friend of mine for a long period of time, and I think that we'll end up working out something that's very good for both countries. I look forward to it.
Markets fell on so-called Liberation Day. They surged yesterday on news most tariffs were being suspended before tailing off again today. Few in the markets are happy, except maybe President Trump himself, who incredibly told followers it was a great time to buy just before the surge.
I find it wholly inappropriate for the President of the United States to give stock tips on his social media platform.
And while the world stared into the financial abyss, Trump was soon openly hinting at the vast profits some were making.
He made $2.5 billion today, and he made $900 million.
I would like to know, what did they buy, what did they sell? And did they have any material knowledge of the president's pending decision to suspend many of those tariffs?
Meanwhile, China invoked the memory of the first chairman of the Chinese Communist Party, Mao Zedong. And Chinese officials around the world went on the charm offensive, expressing support for the rules-based multilateral trading system and, in particular, the CPTPP, of which New Zealand is a member.
There's a lot of room for New Zealand and China to work together, including on our application for membership for CPTPP.
On the face of it, China will be the easier of the two to trade with, but no one will win.
With China, we have a free trade agreement. With the United States, of course, we now have a 10% tariff exacted. So that creates a difference. But I think in terms of the businesses and exporters who are in both markets, they'll be anxious to find ways to be able to continue their presence.
Our Prime Minister has been contacting key bilateral trading partners.
What more could we be doing together in a world where we have a like-minded approach to trade? Why don't we? What more can we be doing to turn this up? Secondly, to sort of understand how they have been interpreting the events of the last week and what that means for them and their economies. And then thirdly, making the case that we should be reaffirming the principles of free trade together.
Washington's attempts to bring manufacturing back to heartland America has become fodder for the late-night comedy shows.
What are we doing? How will this bring jobs back? What are these jobs? Commerce Secretary Lutnick.
The army of millions and millions of human beings screwing in little screws to make iPhones, that kind of thing is going to come to America.
After trillions of dollars was wiped off the world stock exchanges, the aim is to make America great again, one tiny screw at a time.